Hello and welcome to another special video review, and today we've got the DNA Design DK-20 Studio Series Combiner Upgrade Kits. So yeah, this is for the Studio Series Combiner Devastator kits, sets. And yeah, it's a huge box. It adds a lot of stuff, so this is probably going to be a lengthy video, so my apologies. But yeah. So we've got the box right here. On the other side we have all the content of the box. So we have a much better sort of like a grinder wheel, some rubber tubes, wings, a much better head. The head is amazing. A better stomach, bigger arms, couple of add-ons, and the Mixmaster's cannon, which we'll see. So not much else to the box. Legal stuff underneath. Let's open it up. Now, I gotta warn or just tell you about there's a lot of assembly to be done firsthand. Now, the assembly is like really small parts. I'm gonna adjust the camera. Really small parts that you have to assemble. A couple of parts that you have to assemble. Other ones you have to plug in. Some parts are already plugged in because I had to transform it firsthand and understand and learn about how doing it. So some of assembly has already been made, but I'll talk about it later on. So, got the instructions right here. Pretty decent, I guess. Nothing really hard to understand or how everything works. Maybe a couple of items, I'll come back to it, like the wings right here are kind of hard to understand in the instruction on how they go, but sorry, I'll get there when I get there in the assembly. So first up, we have these panels. Now these panels are included in the box, but they are they need assembly. So you have these rubbers, tubing that needs to be screwed in. So they give you the screws. They tell you to assemble it. And yeah, I've already assembled it because, you know, I did try the assembly first, so they don't fit anymore in the box anymore. But yeah, we still have the parts, and we have like really nice D&K printing on it. And sorry, plastic quality is really great. It's amazing. It doesn't feel like 3D printed or anything. It feels really good. The tubings is all rubber and feels real nice. So yeah, really great quality expansion. And we have the other one, also D&K. So we have those. We have a plastic bag with tons of other smallish accessories. So first up we have Mixmaster's cannon. So yeah, lots of people were disappointing that Mixmaster didn't have his siege mode with the cannon, so they gave us one, which is, it's cool, but wasn't necessary. We have a connector here, and this is a real pain to use, but we'll come back to it later. So yeah, small connector with articulation. This is going to be pegging onto Rampage, and will be the connector for Mixmaster's head. In the head mode, this is going to be the connector for the neck. Oops. And finally we have, well, in the bag finally, we have the balls. And the balls looks pretty cool. We can see they are banged up and everything. You have the little hook on one. And this is really cool, actually. So, yeah, this is for the content of the bag. Let's open this up. Voila. So we have the big grinder part, and this is a really nice looking one. Lots of nice detail. It even spins. That's really damn cool. So you can adjust it as you want. Really nice. Otherwise, there's some nice painting of the tubings, red on the side, white on top. It's really a nice piece. And we have the connector for when we add it in combine mode. Next up we have the arms. Some arms add-on. Voila. These were mostly wanted by fans because in the movie, we have missile launcher on the arm, which lacks on the version that we have right now. So they gave us those. On one side it's pretty empty, but it's okay. That's the side that takes in. And on the other side we have nice painting, like metal here. The tubings is painted, some chrome on the pistons. Really nice. And of course the cannon can rotate. So yeah, real cool. Same thing for the other one. Next up we have the head add-on. So this is the part that goes on to Mix Masters. It's a really hard to put on and really hard to get off. So yeah, we'll come back to it, but it's a really hard piece. And for sort of a storage, I think this is how it stores. Or is it on the other side? Oh, that's the way. I think that's how it stores on vehicle mode, so not much fun. Yeah. And finally, the last piece. This one doesn't want to go off. I need my tool. Woo! And of course, it just it just jumped on me, fell on the ground. All right, piece. So this is the stomach. Another piece that will cover the head in combined mode. The overload, overload head just sort of peeks out of the stomach, and it's kind of weird. So this covers it, and yeah, it's really nice. I was pretty sure that this piece was a pre-order bonus only. I heard about it, not sure, but I got the piece, so alright, it was cool. So those are the parts. And yeah, I have these sets right here, all in car mode except for two. Hightower Rampage. Hightower Rampage in scrap metal, or well, yeah, all these three don't have any parts in vehicle mode, so I didn't bother transforming them. I left them in combined modes because we'll come back to it later. But all the other ones, Mixmaster, Scavenger, Overload, Long Haul, and Scrapper, all of those can have parts on them in vehicle mode. So that's what I want to get to. So we'll start with one. Scavenger, Scrapper. So yeah, Scrapper, it's weird and easy, but yeah, you have these parts right here, the arms. The arms goes on Scrapper, so you just put them on like this. It's not very good looking, but that's how it goes. So vehicle mode goes like this. So these parts stores here. Let's go with long haul. Long haul, simple. You have these two pigs, and you take the big grinding wheel, and you put these into the hands. Yeah, if it goes in, it really doesn't want to. One. Yeah, so yeah, you have the truck like this. Goes like that. It's, again, not very good, but it works. So, let's put this here. So we have overload. Overload, we have this part right here. Now this is the Mixmaster's head, and we have to connect this with this part. So you have to open this up, and this comes like this is a really hard connection. So you have to plug this in. It's super stiff, and yeah, there you go. Don't want to break it either. And finally, you just squish them in, and you just place the connector as usual. So it goes in here, I guess. I'll lift this up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, not very, not intriguing, but it works. I think there were another part. I think this one, I think just stays here. Put this on. It's very limited, I guess. Yeah, it's just that's pretty much what they say in the instructions. So just leave it here on the top. I want to show it, but where's the choice? Wait. Here, there's not even a peg here. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, take the peg it here. Voila, that's it. It's really weird, and you know, doesn't really work that well. Same thing for the balls. You have to let's remove this. The balls goes on here, so you have to plug it in, and the plugging, it goes like this. You have to take the hook and slide it inside of that hole, go like this. There, it doesn't want to go in. I think it just goes like this, I guess. And put this on. Voila, you have everything here. Is there another one before I miss it? No, I don't really think. Yeah. So you got these parts for overload. You have mix masters right here, and you have this part right here. The Canon has this tab right here, which will peg in behind the cab. There's a tab right here, so you just take this here, peg this in. Voila, you have this part. It doesn't look too good, but yeah. And finally, you get this part, which will peg onto the thing right here, and it's super freaking tight. Just slide this in, and voila. Yeah, this is the connector that will this is how the connector goes on combined mode also. Just reminder. So put this here, and voila, we have mix masters all done. So coming to scavenger. I just keep mixing them up. I hate the name of the movies. The movie Constructicons. So yeah, we have these two panels that needs to go somewhere underneath here. Like these parts will connect to underneath here like this and snap onto this. This works and goes on the other side also. But the thing is, the tubing, that's where the crazy part here is. The instructions tells you to split this up. That's okay. And to pass the tubing underneath here, which is absolutely impossible, and to plug it into these holes. Now these holes is another part that goes separate, that comes with the kit. So you have to insert these in here. So I already installed them. But yeah, the instruction tells you to pass the tubing in here. But when you close this, it won't. There's no way that this can plug in here and close this like this. Absolutely no way. And I tried everything. Nothing works. It's impossible. Doesn't work. There's not even clearance. Like if you close the threads, the two holes are completely touches the wheel, and it needs like maybe 2 centimeters of spacing to go there. It doesn't work. I don't know how they do it. It's absolutely impossible. And I just noticed I have this part right here that disconnected from the other side. So yeah, for assembly, you just take this here and just stuck it in here. And if it pops out like this, you can see it's not it sticks out. It's on the wrong way. So just flip it on the other side, place it back again, and now it works. And this is strictly for combiner not combiner, but for robot mode and for the vehicle mode. But like I said, vehicle mode, as you can see, these sticks in, so they completely stick to the wheel, and it's impossible to connect. Doesn't work, nothing at all. Forget it. But they tells you to plug it in anyway. Stupid instructions. But yeah, let's forget about this. Connect this right here. There's another part that I want to show. It's all these tiny plugs. Like you have 2 tiny plugs on each side right here. these are all just sticked in, and I cannot remove them anymore. So yeah, that's how they go. So you just have to place them here. They come with a kit. It's for storage of the cab of Mixmaster. It's a really good idea. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for vehicle mode. So let's transform them into robot mode and show how all the parts goes into play in robot mode. So I'm back with the robot mode of Scavenger. And the Scavenger and Mixmaster are pretty much the only two in robot mode that can hold all their stuff. So first off, for Mixmaster, you have to remove this. Just useless anymore. So take the turret gun, the gun here, and you have the sort of, let's move this one aside for now. So you have sort of his turret siege mode, I guess. That's just how it is, like this. And inside the cab right here, you can see there's a peg hole on each side, and this is where these will connect. So you have to open up the mouth, drop this in, and just peg it in. And almost can't see much though. Here's one. No, let's remove the cab. This will help. So yeah, you can see in the jaws, it doesn't peg off. Inside the jaw, there's like a couple of peg on each side. It's really hard to see. We have to peg one in here. The other will follow like this. There you go. Now you can put this back in. Voila. And just place it back into his turret siege thingy mode. Yeah, voila. And now you have like the turret siege mode. And it's very tacky. I really don't like it. But then again, I never was really a fan of his turret cannon thingy mode. And lastly, Scavenger will have these panel again. So in these, again, they install exactly like they should normally. So you have to bring these in like this. And like this, peg these in, peg this in the back. So you have to snap this in here. Voila. And the tube will now plug onto these hole now. So like this. And then bring the wings under like this. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's not the best looking, but that's how it is. Yeah, that's exactly how it is shown. So we do have the tube, so let's do the other one too for fun. Just because, you know, why not? So, like this. Bring this in here. Bring this in here. Voila. Bring the wings all the way down like this. Nope, mine is on the other side, so bring it like this. Voila. And then you take the tubes and flip it over, plug it in. Voila, you have Scavenger with the tubings. It's not the greatest again. The tube seems to be on the other side for this one, so whatever. You bring them however you want. And just unpegged. That's another thing that I don't really like. They don't hold too much. So, voila, much better. So this is the robot and vehicle mode. So now let's combine the pieces and combine the figure and see how it really was meant to be used, because this is completely useless. Vehicle mode, robot mode, all suck to me. But the combined mode is awesome. So let's transform those, come back. So we're back, and now they are all transformed and ready to be combined. The Studio Series Hasbro version, because there is now some differences to the combiner that you have to bring for the connection and everything. So yeah, which one do we start? Like I said, Rampage, High Tower, and Scrap Metal has nothing, so these will wait. So yeah, let's start with the hardest one, Scrapper, like the most in-depth one. You take Mixmaster's cannon and you place it on top here, and that's it. He's done. He has a gun on here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all that they gave him. So yeah. Also, Longhole doesn't have anything. That's right, Longhole either. So the arms and legs basically don't have much. So yeah. So let's go with now the Scavenger. I just keep mixing them up. So let's push everything back. So Scavenger. So first off, we have the arms add-on. So the arms add-on are actually pretty damn cool. So you have like these three pegs will peg inside of these three holes. So bring it here, peg it in here, and eventually one will go in also. It's really tight though. Why doesn't it want to go in? There you go. So now I have a thicker arm and with the missiles on top. Same thing for the other one. Again, these three pegs, they go here. So place here, here, and here. Voila. This one went in faster, better. So you have the thicker, better, more detailed arms. Next up, you want to take the connector for Mixmaster right here, and you want to plug it in here. So you have this connector goes in, and trust me, it's a really freaking tight fix. There you go. So now you can rotate, spin, and yeah, there you go. And do we have something else? Yeah. The tubes. So these again goes on the arms. So this goes like this and like this. So the bar right here goes down like this. It's like this. So you want to bring this here like this. You want to plug it in here into the black part. Stick it in and plug it in here. Voila. And now you can move these as you wish. And the tubes right here, you need to plug them right here into that hole. So you take the tubes, and this is a little bit hard to go in, but you plug it in here. There you go. You have the tubes. That's how it goes. So let's go with the other one here, like this. So the connector goes like this. So this goes like this. So now you have to go here, stick this in here, plug it in, voila, bring the wings down. And again, the tube goes into that hole right here. So come here, plug it in, voila. And now we have Scavenger all ready for combination. Alright, oh wait, I forgot one thing. Let's bring this back again. Forgot the grinder. I really love the grinder. The grinder has like these 4 pegs, which are actually the 4 pegs on the wheels here. So take these, plug it in, there you go. It's not a super tight connection, I gotta admit. It's not the greatest, actually, but it holds. So, now you have this. Alright, now we're done with that. Next up, let's go with the torso, so overload. So you have this configuration for the torso. You want to take the scrotum balls, bring on the back right here, and this will insert in here and slide in. So you have sort of a hook. So you go in here and slide it in, and there you go. Balls. Next up, you want to take the plate right here. Now the plate, like I said, this used to be like this. I guess it wasn't the greatest. But you have like these two pegs on the back of the head. These two connectors. That will plug into the bottom part right here. So these goes in. Voila. And it goes on top right here. And this connector right here will plug onto the bar right here. So plug it in. Voila. And this holds everything in perfectly. And now you can bring these back up when we'll get there. So you have this part done now. Bring this down. And finally Mixmaster. Now Mixmaster is the most in-depth figure there is. Like all the transformation and everything. So first up we want to take this, the grill, take it off like this. Come to the head. Plug the barrel as it should go, like this. Unplug the face. Put this in here like this. And then you cover the face back on and it's going to clip in like this on top. And then you bring these down, these down, and voila. Now you have a so much better head. Really good looking. Next up, not over yet. So we have to unplug the legs and bring them sort of, just put them on like this. So this is how it goes now. We'll come back to this during assembly. So we put this here, and now we have this part right here. So we come back to Scavenger, and now we have to lift these up. Oops. This will go down. So you have to lift this up, and now you have like these connectors right here. We'll plug into these wheels now. So you have to bring this like this, and I think it goes like this. So you lift this up, plug it in, and it's a really tight fit. Do the same on the other side, like this. So now you have this, and that's how it goes. So this will go like this. The tiny wings will go up like this. And you have the connector right here. So let's bring this in. And now they are all assembled. Well, all the parts. Now you have to assemble it. So let's do this. So we're done with this. I'm just gonna assemble the only two different parts now. So Mixmaster and Scavenger are the only ones that are different. All the rest assembles exactly the same as they used to. So I'm going to assemble those off screen. But this one I just want to show how it installs now. So first up you want to take this out like this. And this will plug in to here. But you have to maneuver the legs out of the way. So it's kind of hard, strange even though. But you have to bring this in here and plug this in, which is super hard to do. So basically you just insert this back in here and it's super freaking hard. But yeah, you have to move these like this sort of and just top it like this and insert this in here. Super freaking hard. Just I'm here, I'm here. Everything, yeah. These goes in here, sort of. This goes on top. There you go. Now the legs, you need to situate them correctly. In between like this. And yeah, these goes on top. And the head is now protruding much more. But that's how it goes. So now you have the head that is sort of articulated a little bit. So depending on which position you put it. I like to go like this. Oh, yeah. So this is the only new step. Just bring this down again. It popped out, but yeah, bring this under, and yeah. So yeah, this is the only new thing that happens with Scavenger. Scavenger in Mixmaster. All the rest assembled identically. So I'm gonna assemble it normally and come back right after the cut. And there he is, all fully assembled, and yeah, looking mighty, mighty. Bigger, better, stronger. Now he is, he is amazing. I really love the head, even though it's protruding now much outer. We have the tiny balls right here. The bigger arms. I love the bigger arms. They look good. The chest plate is amazing. It looks great on the figure. But the plate here, the connector, is really loose and doesn't hold too much. So that's really disappointing. It holds. Right now it's holding. But I had to really play with it a lot for it to hold in place. But yeah, the head is much more massive, bigger. I really love this. Tiny wings, okay. Just because for accuracy, I guess. But yeah, just move this around. And yeah, now that's what we all wanted to have, like the grinder in the back. Looks amazing. And the tubes. Now it's a little bit disappointing because the tubes are kind of hidden in the back. They look really good, and the grinder too, but they are in the back. So I don't know about you, but I pose my figure facing us, you know, facing me. So we kind of lose a little bit of the details. And it's like the massive piece. It's the centerpiece of the figure, but the centerpiece is in the back. So it's kind of lost, you know. It's kind of weird. But yeah, even with the tubes are also really amazing. But like I say, they are kind of lost because they're in the back of the figure. So it's really disappointing for this. But otherwise, the figure itself, all the add-ons, really great. On the side, that's where you see that the head is protruding like maybe 3-inch. So yeah. But yeah, it's a really cool add-on. It's complicated. It's a bit complicated to assemble, but once you get it, it's an amazing kit. I mean, I don't regret getting it. It sells for about 40 bucks. It's not that cheap, but it's really good. It adds really a lot to the Studio Series Devastator. The add-ons for vehicles and robot mode are laughable. They're just plain so bad. Don't buy it for, you know, just posing in vehicle and robot mode. It's such a waste. But for the combiner, oh, it's good looking. I love it. Really love it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Yeah, I do recommend it only for the combiner aspect of it. Like I said, forget about the trucks and robot mode. It's they tried. They get 1 point for effort. It's not a good one, but it works. But as a Devastator piece, looking real good. So, you know the song. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.